The right to have sex, the very rites of sex, and the varied rituals of sex have all been transformed in our century. A sexual revolution powered by legal, political, and technological forces has dramatically altered the ways in which human sex practices are conducted. The story of sex in our century is a mirror of how a society reinvents itself, right down to its most basic rituals, like getting ready for bed.
I look at it as a turn-on. It's something to kind of, get you into the mood, and you're looking at really attractive people having sex, and, to us it's kind of a natural thing.
Why not? To keep things probably spicy in the bedroom when you're married a long time and you can get bored. Just like any relationship, so I would think it's healthy just to do things.
Julie and Vinny Eccarino have been happily married for 14 years, and they enjoy porn.
I think in the beginning he would come home with, butt bungle, whatever, and it's like, what is this? Nothing. It's more hardcore. Just turn it on and straight hardcore, and I didn't like that, so he knows I need stories.
You can even learn something. They're the pros, right?
More and more Americans are continuing their sex education by watching adult movies at home. Trade analysts report 721 million porn rentals a year. That means the Eccarinos are among millions of Americans who are now exploring what was once a hidden world, thanks to the easy access and new privacy afforded by the internet and home video.
I've looked online, I've looked in catalogs, I've gone by myself to the store by myself. My sister does the same thing.
We certainly don't hide it.
Couples like the Eccarinos don't have to hide what they watch in the privacy of their home. But the right to privacy was not legally defined until the sexual revolution swept the United States in the 1960s and 70s. Baby boomers are the first generation that doesn't face possible legal prosecution for watching adult films in their own homes. The right to watch pornography, to read books once banned in Boston, use contraceptives, and even terminate a pregnancy are now all protected under the right to privacy. But it has not always been that way.
People always talk about pornography under the First Amendment. I always think of pornography more as a right of privacy, as importantly as a right of expression.
Alan Dershowitz is a defense attorney with an expertise in constitutional law.
What happened is the sexual revolution helped bring privacy, particularly into the bedroom. I was a student in New Haven, Connecticut, when the Griswold case came up. When I was a student in New Haven, Connecticut, you couldn't get a condom. You couldn't go to a birth control clinic. Universities wouldn't give out birth control pills or condoms for fear that they would become complicit in crime.
And people were prosecuted for dispensing contraceptives until the landmark case Griswold versus Connecticut tested those laws and took the debate all the way to the Supreme Court in 1965. The court recognized marital privacy and the right to family planning. The right to privacy would come to protect a wide range of sexual decision-making. The right to privacy was bolstered in 1969 when the court overturned the conviction of a Georgia man for knowingly having possession of obscene matter, meaning stag movies, in his home. Case by case, sexual freedoms were growing, but many believed that there was no freedom as long as women could not control reproduction and abortion remained illegal. The concept of the right to privacy would have its most far-reaching and life-changing effects in 1973 in a court case known as Roe v. Wade, thanks to one conflicted pioneer.
My name is Norma McCorvey, a.k.a. Jane Roe.
Ms. Roe is the plaintiff in the Supreme Court case of Roe v. Wade, which made abortion safe and legal in 1973.